bro. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw.
Oh, shucky ducky quack quack. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, good afternoon, or good night. We are here. It is I Like It Raw, your Monday night Raw review show here at Hamin Media, exclusively, not excruciatingly, God damn it, pal, exclusively here at HMG. Oh boy, it is New Year's Eve here in the United States, and it is New Year's Day in Australia. And speaking of Australia, mate, I have my brother from down under, the one and only. It is I'm all fucked up this morning. Jimmy T from the PWC. What's up, brother? How are you?
Woo! No, I'm good, man. And Happy New Year, by the way, because I'm in the future. I'm in 2025, so cheers and salute to
Cheers.
everybody in the world right now. And 2025 is no different, by the way, to 2024. But isn't that weird? We're doing a simulcast, bro.
Yeah, you have
been 2 years.
You have flying cars. That is weird.
That is weird, bro. That's a first.
I'm in 2024 and this dude is in 2025. How fucking crazy is that?
How weird is that, dude?
Wow.
But it is. It's 2025 over here, man. And I'm here for I Like It Raw. I stayed back just for this, dude. So I'm pumped. I'm ready.
Quick question to the chat, if you guys don't mind. Jimmy sounds fine to me, but I just want to, is he low or is he high or is he perfect? I just want to know, because
yeah, please let me know.
Yeah, please let us know.
Too.
Testes. Go ahead. Give
I'm sure they'll tell me anyway. When I'm real low, they usually say it, man. So
very good.
I know this mic business is something else.
Well, anyway, man, that's it, man. We made it another trip around the sun, another year. Not a lot of people, not a lot of people are lucky enough to be here. We did lose a bunch of awesome people this year, not only on a personal level, but also in professional sports and movies, so on and so forth. But I'm not trying to drag anybody down. We'll think about some positive things, some good things. Jimmy, how long? Wait, when did we start doing this? I Like It Raw.
Not that long ago, I believe. Was it from November or October? Maybe. No, maybe October. I think it was October, dude.
Was it October?
October. I'm sure of it. Either September or October. Nothing earlier than that.
Okay. All right, I'll take it.
I could be
well,
wrong.
ladies and gentlemen,
wrong, but I'll double check.
So it hasn't been a year yet, right? That we've been doing this show.
No, definitely not.
Oh, just a couple months. And man, let me tell you, you know what? Let's just jump right into it. Let's jump into the news, and I guess we can talk about whatever topics we want to talk about. But before we do that, I just want to give a quick shout out. Again, usually on Monday mornings, and especially it's New Year's Day. New Year's Eve here, but New Year's Day in Australia. Yeah, people jump in, but they're gonna jump in a little later as we do the show. Sometimes towards the end. But we got Revamp Wrestling. What's going on? We have Frank's Pickleberry Ass is here. We have Paul, aka the shooter. He's here. We have the Dark Side Caster. Wow, bro, I haven't seen you in a while. Where the hell you been? Dark Side Caster is here, and of course our friend Ronnie Donnie. What's going on, Ronnie Donnie? All right, Jimmy, I think it's time. Is it time? Yes, it's time.
It's time for the news.
It's time to jump into some news. Let me see if I can actually find the news gimmick, because I am running so slow this morning. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me.
It's all right, man.
It's
an excuse. It's okay, man. It's one of those days. It is New Year's Eve for you. It's okay to fuck up here and there.
All right.
It's all good, man. I do all the time.
I got it. Well, thank you for helping me bullshit until I found this. All right. So before I do anything, let me see. Oh, jeez, I fucked up or something. It doesn't matter. All right. So, news. Let's just talk about this right off the bat. Jimmy, this isn't news, but this is, I guess, news. I don't know. Yesterday, was the last ever Monday Night Raw on the USA Network, and I did some reflection last night. Not pro wrestling reflection, but I did some reflection last night, Jimmy. And I said to myself, Jesus Christ, this thing started in 1993 on USA Network.
Sure
I was a kid. I was 16 going on 17.
Wow.
Jimmy, do you have any thoughts? Right? Like, think about how many years we spent, 31 years watching this show on freaking Monday nights, and now it's off of TV forever. I mean, well, not off of cable forever, off of USA Network forever. It's kind of crazy, no?
It is crazy, man. As a matter of fact, in '93, when I started watching Raw, I was I was like 10 years old, dude. No, 11. 10,
Yeah, that's
11
right.
years old. So I can't believe how young I was back then, man. But I was deeply into wrestling at that time, especially WWE. Even though I wasn't that good during those years, to be fair. But then they started in the Manhattan Center initially.
It did.
And they were great times, which is also, isn't that the Hammerstein Ballroom technically, or it's like another ballroom adjourned to Hammerstein?
Yeah, a Jace, yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's the same thing. And now you got me questioning my own
It is
stuff.
the same thing, but I don't know why they were calling it the Manhattan Center back then. But it could be two different things. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's in the same sort of complex. If it is two different things, if not, I'm pretty sure it's the Hammerstein. But anyway, and man, I was young back then. I was deeply into it, and I used to love it, dude. Even though it was only for 1 hour every week, I used to cream for that for wrestling, dude. I'm telling you now, man. If I was chilling with my friends, for example, and Raw was on, and I was doing whatever I was doing, I'll tell you now, I would run home. I'll be like, see you later to my friends. If they want to join me to watch Raw, cool. If not, I'll see you later on. And that's what I used to run home for Raw, man. I used to tape every single show, including Nitros, Raws, SmackDowns, you name it. Everything for so many years, man. And I feel kind of sad because it's the end of an era, dude.
It is the end of an era. I mean, say what you want to say, man. It just bugged me out. I was watching this thing about this dude, right? Now hear me out. And he had purchased this spool of wire, right? When he was a young kid. I think it was like 20 years ago. It's like a big spool of wire. And then he was sitting there. His wife walked in. She's recording him. And he's looking down at the spool, which is, there's only a tiny bit of wire left. And he's like, oh man, like 20 years of my life went into using this thing. I know it sounds crazy, but he was looking at 20 years of his life. This is 31 years of our life on this channel. Now, Raw's not going away, obviously, but isn't it kind of like crazy, bro?
It's crazy, dude. I just can't get over how many years and how quick the years have flown by. Because I remember '93 like it was yesterday, dude. You know what I mean?
Happy New Year to J12, by the way. What's going on?
Yeah, Happy New Year, bro. I am in 2025, as a matter of fact, as I said earlier.
And the opinion haver, the vet, says it feels like 31 years because Jimmy had a working audio setup. Speaking of opinion,
do I sound better now?
I think he sounds fine.
Vet?
Today's Tuesday, so the vet will be streaming at Opinion Haver on twitch.tv. So after our show is done, head over to twitch.tv/Opinion Haver or / whatever the hell you can / Opinion Haver and check out to see what he's gaming today. Maybe he's doing a ball drop game or something weird.
He is? Oh, cool.
I don't know. I just made that up. Who knows?
I was gonna say.
But anyway, man, it's it, man. This is it. We go and I did hear that you will absolutely be able to watch Raw as soon as it goes off the air, like any other live show on Netflix.
As it should be, man. I mean, it'd be stupid if it wasn't, right? The only thing that worries me, and I know a lot of people don't care, but I do because I love reminiscing on some of the old stuff, is the whole library going to be back on Netflix? Because I'm hearing different reports that it's not. It's only going to be pay-per-views and not all the Raws and all the SmackDowns and whatnot. If that's the case, that's a shit deal. And on top of that, my cable provider, just a couple of years ago, paid for a multi-year deal over 5 years to have the WWE network on my cable provider. But I went to watch the replay, like on demand, And because I started watching it right on the 1st of this year, it's no more. It's off the air. I cannot get the latest Raw on demand because as of the 31st, it's all gone to Netflix.
Interesting.
Which initially we weren't part of that deal either, man. We weren't initially part of that. It was supposed to be the US first and foremost that does that change, but yeah.
Terrible revamped.
What do you say?
He says Chris Benoit and Netflix. You're not allowed to say his name. So I'm just curious. Listen, you know, change always sucks. Change is always weird, but then eventually, after we've watched the show a bunch of times on this, it will be fine. I think we'll be all right. We'll get used to it, whatever it may be. I still miss the WWE Network. Like,
me too, dude. Straight up, I love the WWE Network. I was so happy that my cable provider had the WWE Network as a live channel 24/7, dude. Do you know how cool that was? But yeah, that's all gone now, unfortunately. It's all gone.
Anyway, Jim, let's jump into a couple of news bites before we jump into this crazy Monday Night Raw that we had this past week. Hey, we got Billy Ray Valentine.
Hey,
he's in the house. He says, "Happy New Year's." I think
Happy
he sent me a
New Year,
text,
bro.
I think you sent me a text. What are you guys doing? We're doing a show. We're doing a podcast.
Maybe he's around. Maybe he wants to join us.
I don't know. I mean, it's up to him. He has to send. He'll have to shoot me a text on my personal phone.
Yeah,
he wants to join.
Come join us, Billy.
Yeah. What is everybody? Is anybody doing anything? Is anybody? I notice a lot of people are just staying home for New Year's.
I mean, come on. I mean, what are you going to do at this? You know, at our age these days, go out and party. The one thing that I hate, and I used to do this every year, is go downtown and be amongst a million people. It's the worst trying to get back home though from there, dude. Like at those times, and you just want to get back, and everyone's lighting fireworks around here anyway. Why do I need to go down there?
Yeah. Like most of the people at the job that I work at, I work in a residential building, and like everybody is just staying home. Like, oh, it's just gonna be me, and we're inviting a couple of friends over. Nothing big. It's just like one big party in my building, but they're staying home. Same thing with me. Like, I'm literally going a few blocks north of my job, and I'm going to my wife's cousin's house. It's going to be us, the kids. I think her aunt's going to be there, and maybe her uncle and his wife, and that's it. Just very intimate, and that's the way it should be, man.
Yeah, man. You don't need to go out and party like it's 1999 again. Come on.
I mean, let's be real. If I was 20 years old, I mean, I always
different story. That's what I'm saying. Like at this age, like you just can't be bothered, like putting up with all the shit. You know what I mean?
Do you miss?
Imagine catching a train.
Do you miss being in your 20s and going out for like holiday parties and stuff?
Dude, do I ever? No shit, I do, man. Like I'm starting now that I'm getting into my 40s. You know what I mean? I'm starting to reminisce of those days because when I really think back on it, like the 20s, those years really felt like yesterday, man. And it's just 20 years, just bang, gone. Think about it. Back then, we were only 20 years old. You know what I mean? Crazy.
It's insane, man. Fucking 31 years ago, man. 31 years ago, I was
Crazy,
16,
bro.
going on 17. Oh my God. Anyway, all right. Why don't we jump to some quick news here? There's some couple of rumors, and like I always say, whenever I do a show, news are basically pro wrestling. Pro wrestling news is basically rumors. Nobody knows for sure. But here we go. It says plans for John Cena to face Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 41 are not etched in stone, as per Pro Wrestling Observer, whatever the fuck radio with Dave Meltzer. But the talk of Cena going for a world title at WrestleMania is very legit. So obviously he's gonna probably go for that world title, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah. No, I think he will. As a matter of fact, I do think he'll have one last run, Ray.
You think so?
Yeah, I do, man. And I think they'll have him break Ric Flair's record.
Oh, hold on. I have to do something really quickly. Why don't you talk about that? I have to send the link to somebody. I'm not going to say who it is. But if this person is watching, I'm going to send this link to this person right now. So talk about that real quick.
You got me. Oh, well, yeah. It's hard to say, man. I mean, Cody versus John Cena, like, I don't know if I want it in 2025 though. I'd rather him not go for the WWE Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. I'd rather him go for the World Heavyweight Championship. Let him dethrone Gunther. Cody needs to go pure like heel if he's going to go up against Cena. I doubt Cena will make that change. Highly unlikely. You know what I mean? It'd be great if he did, but I doubt he will. But if he does, that'd be one thing. But it has to be Cody turning heel, even though he is been giving out heel tendencies lately in some ways. But we'll see. I mean, Cody, right? And what else is weird? You know, with Kevin Owens and his, you know, winged belt, right? Why is that suddenly like? So are we going to get an undisputed match between these two championships, which is kind of weird?
I don't know for sure. By the way, that link has been sent to your ex, sir. So you know who you are. Yeah, man. Look, man. I don't know for sure. Let me see. Hopefully, I did this right. Let me just make sure. Let me copy this real quick. I think I sent it. Let me see. Let me send it again one more time to make sure. Okay, that's better. Oh yeah, I did send it. I sent it twice like an asshole. All right. So yeah, man. I guess. Listen, I think him breaking Ric Flair's record, which we know is not the correct number, but you know, as per pro wrestling lore, you know, it's what is it, 18? What is it? 15 times? 18 times? I can't remember.
Technically, it's 16 times.
Right, 16. Woo!
That Flair's had the championship, but he claims to have had it. Yeah, he claims to have had it for more. Actually, he thinks it's been over 18 times, according to him. But some of them weren't counted.
Some of them were not counted, like when he lost certain title matches in Puerto Rico.
I think, yeah, exactly. I was going to say when they used to do those super shows where the champion would travel to other promotions at the time, other territories. That's when he lost the championship, but won it back pretty quick anyway. It probably might have not even been televised, but like Zane says, 23 up, technically. It could be that number, according to him.
Could be. We'll give a quick shout out to Zane Vicious, who jumped in a little later in the show. Frank's Pickleboro ass, what's going on, my friend? He says, nah, I don't know what that's about. J12 is in the house also, guys. I am tired this morning, so please forgive me if I have some low energy. All right, well, I guess we'll see what happens with John Cena. Let's move on real quick. Regarding reports of a CM Punk Roman Reigns match at WrestleMania, Melted Seltzer says that the idea of Punk and Roman is certainly a thing that has been going around in the past week. This is not news. It's just
speculation by him that is easy to actually talk about because it more than likely will happen. I will say it won't happen in 2025, though. I don't think.
You don't think so?
Nah.
Okay.
Maybe towards the end of the year, possibly.
All right,
but it won't be happening any. Like maybe around SummerSlam. I'll say around there.
Oh, okay.
But that's maybe even Survivor Series.
All right, I guess we'll see. According to Dr. Featherstone, the WWE sources, a theme. Oh wait, I have to stop this really quickly, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he's here. Let me just.
Oh shit!
Let me just get this going. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, from the most infinite of fringes, from the depths and darks of your mind, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome our good friend. He is the founder of the Infinite Fringe, America Unplugged. He talks about gold with the Wise Wolf, right? Am I wrong? Yeah, no, that works. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the founder of PW Hustle Networks, along with the professor and 8-Track Brown. Ladies and gentlemen, this man was the best man at my wedding. Ladies and gentlemen, this man tolerates Colin, just like I do every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is hung like a goddamn horse. Well, like a seahorse, maybe. Anyway, neither here nor there. Ladies and gentlemen, is the one, the only, is the man that will hit you with a fucking move and you lose a quart of blood. Right? Is it quarter blood?
Quarter blood technique. Do that a quarter blood fall out of a person's body.
That's right. It is the one, the only. Ladies and gentlemen, the king of the tall grays. It is Billy Ray Valentine, Esquire. He is here.
Esquire.
Oh, man.
He is here. What is going on, brother?
Thank you for the proper intro. Every time I come on wrestling shows, nobody gives me an intro. Like I'm always introing people. Nobody gives me an intro. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. Oh shit! Wait a second. What's the Raw show you do too? Did you do a Raw show? What's it called?
WLR.
Oh, hold on. Also, ladies and gentlemen, he is the main man with the master plan over at WLR, the Wednesday locker room, along with Strangler Steve and some gay dude named Andrew Bello. It is Billy Ray Valentine. Say hi, everybody. Say hi, everybody in the chat. Say hi, everybody. Say hi to Billy.
What's
What's
going
up,
on?
BRV?
What's up,
And
buddy?
Happy New Year, my brother. Yeah,
Happy
good,
New
man.
Year.
It's 2025, and thank you in my neck of the woods. And it feels nothing different to 2024. Put it that way.
What?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does it.
Fast, man. You know,
Ah, man, I hate it, bro. I
And
hate
it-
how time is just flying, man.
and it's my favorite time of year, and it's like gone. Like it just got here and it's gone now. Whatever.
It is crazy. I feel like 2024. And people are like, oh, it flew
Flew.
by. For me, I feel like no.
Really?
I'm the opposite. I feel like this is the
Wow.
longest year in the history of the world.
Damn, good for you, bro. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know if that's good.
Yeah.
I think it's good. I would have
I've been
enjoyed
40.
that.
I've been 48 for 3 years now. It feels like.
It flew by for me, man. Like in the blink of an eye. Like it's Christmas and now it's gone. You know, it's like, all right,
Shit.
whatever. What are you gonna do?
You know what? I'm just.
I was going to
I'm
send a link myself.
I was. You know, why don't you do that, Jimmy? Let's just see what happens. Let's. Who
All
knows? It's New Year's. You know, we don't know what's going to happen here, so who knows? But we're talking some news, Billy Ray Valentine. I'll get your quick thoughts on this quick news topic. Cody Rhodes maybe possibly facing John Cena at WrestleMania 41. Do you think he goes off after the undisputed title, or you think he goes after the world title?
I think it's the world title. I think they got other plans for Cody. You know, I think it's the world title. It's him and Gunther, and I think I agree with Jimmy. I think they're gonna give him a run.
Really?
Right? I think they're gonna give him a run. I don't know how long it'll be. Maybe he'll make somebody put somebody over or whatever. Maybe Gunther just beats him and gets him back. But I think they're gonna give him a run. I'm really interested to see who's gonna win the Royal Rumble. Right? It's either Cena, Punk, or Roman Reigns.
Oh, I don't think it's gonna be either of those guys.
Who do you think it's gonna be?
Yeah, me
It's gonna be
too.
it's gonna be Penta, obviously.
No. No. Let's just hope he doesn't join the LWO. But if they do that to him,
He will.
He's done and dusted.
I
I
hope
hope not, bro.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the
But-
tag team partner next week. We'll talk about that during the Raw review. But
Let's hope not. But you're probably right. That's the bad thing. But I was going to say, I think Cena will win the Rumble. I could just see it, man. I don't know why. I just
He
do.
could win. He could win.
no shot for Baron Corbin.
No, is he? He's not in the
Unfortunately
company anymore.
I heard he's going to AEW for real. Everybody goes to AEW.
But yeah,
Nigga.
man, like so it's interesting. I've been in and out. I haven't really been paying attention, you know. I went to the AEW show here to go see Ricochet and Will Ospreay, and that was dope. But other than that, I haven't.
Were you
really
the one that threw the toilet paper at his cock?
I started to. Yeah, I was the one. I led the charge with the toilet paper, and then everybody else did it. It was very cool. I was handing out toilet paper on the line before we got in. I was like, "Hey, we're gonna throw this at Ricochet."
We've come a long way since 2020. Remember when we were killing each other for toilet paper? Now we just throw it at
Yeah,
wrestlers.
we just throw it right. There's so much the toilet paper all over.
Man, it was wars down in my neck of the woods over toilet paper. Believe me,
I know, Jimmy.
that shit was worth a lot of money during my time, man. I'm not joking either.
What a
But
fuck.
yeah, that's it. Like I think it's gonna be interesting because I really don't know which one of the three is gonna win. Because
Right.
I haven't really been paying attention like that, but I know one of those three is gonna win the Rumble, right? And I think CM Punk is gonna be in one of the main events,
Yeah, he has,
Has
to be.
right?
Right.
So I just don't know how it's gonna break out, but maybe they just do Roman and The Rock as a co-main event for one of the nights that eliminates him, and they do CM Punk
For
and
the Ulafafala.
yeah, for that thing.
Right.
And or for the bracelet for freaking CM Punk and Drew McIntyre's bracelet, that freaking nonsense that they did.
Oh,
But
God.
maybe what's up, buddy? Go ahead. What are you gonna say? We're gonna say something.
Yeah, right?
Oh,
No, I was
no,
gonna say,
I was gonna just say hello to Jerome Hall, who's in the
Or
house.
Jerome Hall.
In the slashing one, the handsome one, the dancing one, slashing the handsome, dancing.
What up?
Okay. All right. Very cool. We did talk about a potential. We had some WWE sources that says, there's some new news here. It says a theme that will go onto Netflix era will be to generate stories that come from off as that come off as more authentic and not scripted. There are multiple sources that say WWE talent really focused on getting the feel of the crowd, going with their gut. That was given. So basically, they're going to be doing what they used to do back in the day and what they've done forever, and it's changed over the recent couple of maybe decade or two, where wrestlers are given a script and they have to read through it and they have to go line by line. It seems that what they want to do is they just want to kind of feel what's going on with the crowd and kind of just go off cuff and just been given bullet points. I'll go to Jimmy first. Jimmy, do you think this is a good thing? Is this something that Ricochet needed to get to that next level if he was in the WWE, and I know that dumb shit that he's doing now. Like, he could have done that in the WWE and he had that chance, but now he's getting hit in the cock with toilet paper, which is very expensive.
And look, he's doing great in terms of his heel work, right? But the truth is, he was going to be hated regardless, just by his attitude, even though he was probably working everybody anyway, even on Twitter and whatnot. And this was all meant to happen. But that toilet paper deal, it's gonna stain him, pun intended. Like, you gotta be careful with that shit. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Because if they start chanting thumbs up, he's gonna have a problem.
We're still talking about the thumb in the ass thing,
dude. I never saw it.
Right. That's hard to shake. Right? You can't just get rid of that.
That's right.
You can't unsee that.
He did gay porn, right? Was it him or was it?
That was
Fox, that guy. What's his guy?
AR Fox.
AR Fox. That's right.
What?
Nah,
for real?
You see how Ray just boom centered in on that immediately, right? He knew the name. Boom, it just came up. He didn't forget about that.
You know what?
No, but for real, is that true, or you fucking around?
No, Jimmy. Everybody.
All I can tell you, sir, is that he's gay.
I never. Gay. All right, enough said. That's pretty fucking bad, man. If that's the case, but whatever, man.
You seriously didn't know this, Jimmy?
No, I didn't know that. But
AR Fox.
I wonder why they call him Foxy, huh?
Your favorite wrestler? You take that poster down now, aren't you?
Yeah.
No, but yeah. No, but for real though, Seth Rollins was doing some gay shit before Ring of Honor too. I'm not kidding.
What?
It was like fucking like it was wrestling, but they would.
Oh yeah, yes, that's true. Bill Apter filmed it. He used to do that. He didn't. I don't know if you guys know. He used to do on his magazines. He used to do the lady, the what is it, the bedroom wrestling shit for the magazine.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I'm serious. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's move on here. By the way, we're gonna go a little longer this week. Since it is New Year's, we'll go a little longer. I'll rush to work or whatever. It's fine. According to multiple sources in the pro wrestling universe, it says that they noted that Netflix requested Cody Rhodes for Raw, but said he would imagine Rhodes remains on SmackDown and work both shows. What do you think, Billy Ray? Do you think Cody Rhodes becomes a Raw only gimmick, or you think he's going to just flip and flop and go back and forth here?
I think he's going to work both shows most likely, and I think it goes to show for all the Cody haters out there that the guy still pulls a lot of weight. He's still over as hell, regardless of awful booking. And Netflix wants Cody Rhodes because he's the face of the company, right? It is what it is. There's people out there that don't want to rationalize this. They don't want to admit this, right? I don't know why the Cody hate has. We should know better here in the YWC. We know why this is happening. It's the booking has been awful, and in spite of that, Cody Rhodes is still over as hell. The kids love him, so I don't think they're going to be turning him heel anytime soon. It doesn't make any sense. He's making a lot of money. If they turn him heel, I think he'll still make some money, but the kids love him. The kids need somebody to love. That's Cody Rhodes. Who is that you're putting up there?
This is the magnanimous, the effervescent, and the glorious Professor Chalbala Cruz, who says, Professor Perspective, Male Wrestler of the Year. That would be AR Fox.
Let me listen, dude. Listen, get back to work.
Oh yeah,
they're not paying you over there to be watching this show and posting your comment. First off, we don't want to know what you have to say.
That's
for
right.
one, Professor. Second, you have a ton of work to do. There's only one day left to the year. Go do your job.
I think he's off. He's off.
Lord. I'm sure he's at the office. I'm positive.
Jimmy. So my question to you is,
what do you guys want to talk about
when it comes to Cody Rhodes?
Look, I think I'm with BRV on this. Don't turn him heel yet, but he is showing heelish tendencies. You know what I mean? So they are kind of teasing it, but he shouldn't go heel just yet. The kids love him, as Billy said. He sells a lot of merch. He's not the number one merch seller, but nevertheless, he's in the top 3, I believe.
Yeah, definitely.
But when he does go heel, though, I hope he changes his hair again. You know, the whole look and all that. Yeah, but see, it should be the other way around. The blonde should be when he's a full-blown heel, and his natural hair color is when he's a face. But it works either way anyway. I hope he does do that.
I understand. We'll see. I guess we'll see. Only time will tell. Again, every pro wrestling news report is again a rumor. And speaking of rumors, ladies and gentlemen, apparently Mercedes Moné was asked about having creative control in AEW, and she says, and I quote, "No, not really. I think it was just, it's just like reasonable influence." I don't know what the fuck that means.
Reasonable influence. I love that, man. We got to steal that.
Billy Ray Valentine, listen, you've gone on record saying that you thought. And you've gone on record saying that you thought that Mercedes Moné would be the face of pro wrestling by the end of this year, and that she is possibly the greatest signing of all time when it comes to any wrestling organization. I mean, fuck Hulk Hogan to WCW. I don't know. Fuck Cody Rhodes coming back to the WWE.
Come on.
I mean, we're talking about Mercedes goddamn Moné.
Right.
Or should I say Mercedes by God Moné. Your thoughts on whether you give a shit whether she has influence or not, because everything sucks.
Yeah, nobody gives a damn. Nobody gives a damn. It's probably the worst signing of the year. Was it this year that she got signed?
It was.
I mean, listen, I would have offered her some money to come over, but the amount of money that they gave her and how big they tried to amp it up like it was going to make a difference was just laughable, you know. And at this point, I like Mercedes Moné, you know what I mean? She cuts an awful promo. It's an awful promo. I mean, I like her as a, you know, she has presence and she's good in the ring, you know. But her promo is just atrocious. Regardless of that, nobody cares, you know. So they spent all this money and nobody gives a damn about it. Like, you know. So why are we talking about it?
I don't know, but this ain't Texas says Cody going heel, black hair and a white wife. So
that's a comment of the night.
I like that. Who would be the white wife?
That's a good question.
Yeah. It'll be John Moxley's wife. He'll steal his wife.
Yeah, I like that. That'd be dope if they stole somebody from AEW too.
Christopher LaFleur. I'm gonna call him LaFleur. LaFleur. You know where that's from? It's from Dodgeball. LaFleur. Anyway, it says Mercedes Moné, aka Bailey's best friend. It's true.
Yeah,
stripper Moné. All right. We really don't have much news here. We can. Do you watch Raw, right, Billy Ray? You didn't watch Raw?
Oh no. I might have watched one or two things. I don't know where I was, but I did not watch it.
So let me get your thoughts on this. Let me see this. Let me see what it says. All right, one last quick news bite. It says multiple reports saying that the Young Bucks wanted to be squashed by the Outrunners to lose tag team titles. Any thoughts on that, guys?
Bullshit.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think they wanted to
straight up.
But also that it's I don't know what's up with AEW. I support, especially when they're live. Like I couldn't pass up watching a Ricochet and Ospreay go, you know, live. Like have
Did you
to
have
go
fun?
see that.
Sure.
But the product is just you know. And
what was the smell like in the arena, being that you were the only one who had deodorant on?
Probably
there's a lot of people with deodorant on there. Everybody was you know, smelling decent most of the time.
You think so?
Yeah, I know so. I was there, but not everybody.
Your family are very clean and well kept people. I'm just saying the people in front of you and behind you, like it doesn't smell of like sour pickle juice.
Well, I just moved over to this. I had ringside seats. I just moved over to the side.
Oh, good.
Sit in the alley. I was like, you know what? I'm not dealing with these people. You know.
Actually, let me ask you this, Billy, because for me, looking at it like from television, for example, WWE and AEW seem to have a completely different fan base in terms of who shows up. Like WWE, you see a lot more hot chicks, you know, more well-dressed people. Whereas with AEW, you literally see all the bush pigs and the
what? A bush pig? I don't know what that is, but I like that.
All the bush pigs.
Look it up.
I'm stealing that too.
She threw me off, man. No, straight up, you get all the bush pigs that turn up, and they're just all
It's
nerdy
awesome.
bush pigs too, bro. I mean, come on.
Dude, I've
But it's
noticed
actually-
that, to be honest with you. I'm not a, before, I mean, Ray and I've been going to WWE shows all our lives, right? And
Oh,
it's,
no, absolutely.
there's a shift, in what we see. For some reason, it's become cool to go to WWE shows, and you see a lot of hot chicks
bizarre.
walking around because they want to look at Roman Reigns
Mhm.
or Cody or something.
doesn't?
It happens, but in AEW you don't see that. But I will tell you, it wasn't as geekish as it would normally be. I would go to Ring of Honor shows, and that was, oh my god, there was
I can imagine.
nothing but bush pigs there, but now it was a bit different over at AEW. But it's a different crowd than WWE. It's like Comic-Con back in the day. Nobody wanted to go, nobody.
Yeah,
Now
for sure.
everyone is there, right?
Well, check this out. When I went to MLW this past a few weeks ago with Matt
Oof.
Schaffer and a couple of buddies,
Mhm.
boy, I got to tell you, there were some people that I really would have just fucked them up and stolen their wallets. Like I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna rob this motherfucker. I'm gonna rob this dude. And these guys all wanted to be our friends.
Yeah.
Like they all wanted to be cool with us and shit. And this one guy that was sitting next to me, I literally turned to him. I was like, yo, bro, you are too close. Because he started getting like too buddy with me, and then I already had like 4 beers in me, so I'm like, all right. But
When you're trying to forget it.
I don't give like, oh my god, like like I'm such an asshole. Like they were a group of nerds, right? And they were fucking. I think they were trying to get who the fuck's autograph? What's the guy with the fucking mustache that used to work with WWE, the Vaudevillains?
Oh, the vaudeville. Yeah, I know who you're talking about, but I forgot his name.
Anyway, they were trying to get his fucking, and I literally was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" And I pushed them aside.
Jesus
like
Christ,
I physically
the
pushed
hell
them
were you
over.
doing?
They were blocking my way. I had to go to take a leak.
Bullying.
Get out of here,
people.
fucking nerds.
Freaking wrestling show.
Anyway,
Yeah, but there are those type of fans, man, and they do get close. Like they really do, man, and they don't shut the fuck up.
That's it. Gotcha.
Yeah,
They're trying
Gotch,
to get
that's
gotchas.
it. That's the one.
And
The
fucking
one
what's
that
his
knocked
name?
out Enzo.
Matt Riddle was there, and everybody's like, "Oh, fucking fawning over him." I was like, "What up, dude?" Like,
I just wanted to see Mystico and Kenta.
did you?
No, I didn't go. But I wanted to see those guys. Those are the guys I wanted to see if I would have
You
went to that.
boys
You
went
should
a
win.
few
That was
months
a
back.
good, that was a fun show, though, dude. No, he didn't go to the MLW. With
No,
us.
but the previous ones he came with you, didn't he?
Yeah, I've been to several
Yeah.
MLW shows.
I
we
thought
went
so,
to
'cause
we went to the one where what's this guy's name? The Bloodline now. Fucking
Fatu.
Yeah, Fatu, yeah.
it was one of his last matches with MLW.
Yeah. And he was really cool to my son.
He was fat
Great,
too.
man.
Yeah.
He's a great guy, man. In general, like you said, BRV about he was good to your son and stuff.
He's very cool.
He just comes across as a cool dude in general.
Yeah.
Well,
It was
they always say
really cool to
tough
see.
people don't have to
The Islanders are like that. Samoans especially, they're like that as people, man. But if you cross them, forget about it.
Right. They seem like really cool, down to earth people.
They are, bro. They really are, and they're all church guys too. Believe it or not.
Yeah,
Nice.
I believe it. All right, so Billy Ray will stick around with us for Raw because he doesn't have to watch Raw to know what's going on. That's basically what it is.
I'll stick around for a little bit, man.
Yeah, you're sticking around for the whole show. So basically, let me just make sure we have no other news. Jimmy, is there anything you want to touch base before we jump into Monday Night Raw, sir? The last Raw. Oh, hold on. The last Raw on USA Network. Billy Ray, I'll get your thoughts on this real quickly before we jump into Raw.
Yep.
Because me and Jimmy started talking, and we were saying, "God damn, man, 31 years ago we started watching Monday Night Raw," and I forgot to put this over. I was angry, Billy Ray Valentine, when Raw became a show because they removed my favorite show, which was Primetime Wrestling, which was a 2-hour show with Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby the Brain Heenan. I was like, what is this 1 hour bullshit? Because Primetime, you had good matches and stuff, and they had changed the format, and now it went from 8 to 10 to just 8 to 9, 8 to 9 p.m. And I'm like, whoa, fucking Damian the Mental versus fucking The Undertaker. Like, this sucks. Why is this arena so small? I couldn't understand as a 16-year-old kid when Monday Night Raw went to USA. 31 years, Billy Ray, you've been watching this show on Monday Night Raw on USA Network. Does it mean anything to you emotionally?
Yeah, it kind of sucks. I hated it when they went to TNN for a little while.
Yeah.
I remember them being on USA, and initially I didn't even have the USA Network when Raw kicked off. And I only got to watch things like Challenge and Superstars and stuff, and that's when guys would, you know, have squash matches with enhancement talent or whatever, you know. And
Yeah.
and it what Raw did was it changed wrestling forever, because you don't really have enhancement talent anymore. You don't have those matches. I mean, it's you always get to see top tier matches. We didn't get to see that back in the day. We had to get a you know, order a pay-per-view to see that or whatever. That's why it's so cool. I'm really enjoying CM Punk's run right now, because he doesn't really wrestle often. He comes out and
fun too, right?
What's up, buddy?
He's having a ton of. Aiden was there at Madison Square Garden. We ran out with the. He was at that show.
Yeah, I was gonna go, but it's too expensive. So I decided not to. But yeah, man, like that's what Raw did or whatever. And I loved it when Raw was in the Hammerstein Ballroom.
That was great.
It was the Hammerstein, right? Not the Manhattan Center. Like
same thing.
Well, same thing, right?
Yeah,
right.
the Manhattan Center and the Hammerstein Ballroom is the same building.
Same thing. I thought so, but I wasn't 100% certain. But yeah,
that's where AEW ran their show. It's
right at the Hammerstein Ballroom. Yeah,
it's a great place to watch wrestling.
I love that building for wrestling, man. Absolutely.
Jerome Hall misses SmackDown on UPN on Fridays. That was actually kind of cool.
That's CW. UPN is CW now, isn't it?
I don't know.
No, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I don't know what the fuck it is. But I'll tell you,
the CW network.
But I'll tell you something before we jump into Raw. And again, I'm going to encourage everybody to head over to Opinion Haver on Twitch.tv.
What's up, dope?
After we're live here. But check this out. Next week, next week we're going back to Wednesdays, me and the vet. But this week will be check this out.
This week, your Next Level Wrestling Review with Big Ray and the Vet. We'll be live Thursday, January 2nd on all Hamin Media Group streaming channels. Join us live.
I recorded that audio in my bathroom at work, and as you could probably tell. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be live not tomorrow, but we'll be live Thursday. So join us. We had a nice fucking big group that joined us on Thursday, so hopefully you guys can join us. And Billy Ray, you're always welcome.
Jimmy,
you always,
bro.
you son of a bitch.
Go back to work.
You know. But all right, guys, batten down the hatches, because it is time for Monday, the last on USA Network, Monday Night Raw. All right, Jimmy, you know what to do, brother.
Yes.
All you. And let's not. I don't think we have to really break down everything specifically what happened. I know you like to read it verbatim. We just kind of like, what's the word when you condense everything and just kind of so we can talk a little more about each topic, if that's okay with you, Jim.
Yeah, man, absolutely. As a matter of fact, we do come live from Houston, Texas for Raw, the very last Raw. And it was a sellout, apparently. And we start with the New Day coming to the ring to absolute. I mean, this is even worse than Dom Heat in some ways, man. And I'm kind of loving it. Oh, man. Houston was absolutely on him.
Billy Ray, have you watched this amazing heel turn by the New Day?
Yeah, for some reason I'm disinterested, but yeah, it's not that they're not doing good work. I'm just not invested in the storyline, but it's cool, I guess.
My good, they're getting Dominic Mysterio heat, man. They can't even talk in the mic this week. They were trying to, right, Jimmy?
Right.
They were trying to talk in the mic. They couldn't talk,
they
man.
Could not talk at all. They were trying
terrible.
to get their words in. They will not. I mean, to the point, because we see obviously the Yeet Man himself in Jey Uso coming out to absolutely a thunderous ovation, man. I mean, everyone was eating. It really was. It was a big pop, man.
Thunderous.
Thunderous. Glamorous. It was huge, or should I say huge?
Glorious.
Magnanimous, yeah, exactly. And man, even he had to tell the crowd to like let them talk. And they kind of piped down a little bit, but they didn't. You know what I mean? They didn't really pipe down, and they still gave him shit to the point where I found it funny, man. The crowd were yeeting, they were whispering and yeeting as Jay was talking and whispering as well for some weird reason. And man, in the end, I mean, New Day couldn't really say shit, and they moved out of the ring we left with Jey Uso in the ring. And man, I just feel like with Jey though, man, as over as he is, he so doesn't know what to say off the cuff. But
No, he's terrible.
honestly,
He's going
he
to be one of
really
those
is.
guys. He's going to be one of those guys that might suffer, I think, when he's not given the script.
100%, man. He just
Who's
buckles, man. I don't get it.
Who's gonna suffer?
Jey Uso.
Jey Uso.
Oh, yeah. He has a little bit of issues getting a promo out. I saw a clip on Instagram of him talking to a kid that wanted to see him. I don't know if you guys seen this.
Why?
Oh no, I don't think I've seen it.
And he was having trouble telling the kid stuff. Like, I'm like, dude, like this is very simple. Like,
He's
the
like,
kid is there, he's your fan. He's like, I'm very happy that you're here. And then long pauses and like, thank you for coming. And long pauses again. And I'm like, dude, talk. You know, you're a freaking professional wrestler. Like, he needs to get that promo straight.
Maybe he needs a couple of,
Yeah, probably.
I think that'll get him to talk more. I don't know what he'll say. But yeah, no, I think that's a bad strategy, actually. Not bad. It's the way it used to be, that people used to be able to talk and whatever, but I don't know if they have the personnel for it. They got Kevin Owens.
No, you're right.
Promo, you know, CM Punk and Seth Rollins could kind of do it. You know, Cody's all right. Yeah, Kevin Owens and
Cody
CM
can
Punk
do it.
top tier. Who else, buddy?
Cody can do it 100%. He's good actually from the top of his head.
Yeah.
Generally,
He's all right.
even when he's doing the PR sheet for WWE, he's very good at answering those questions
right
without actually
he's
answering
really
the
good at that.
questions.
Yeah,
Right.
he's not a blow me away promo, but it's a
No.
promo, right? It's an all right promo.
Absolutely.
Like, he can do it. But I don't
Absolutely.
think they have the personnel for it. I think they have to guide these people, because it's really weak promos and whatever. It's not an easy thing to do. So yeah, Jey Uso will flounder if they don't give him some direction.
Well, listen, Billy Ray,
100% agree.
you would be surprised to find out that basically, when Jey Uso was left alone in the ring, he got jumped by the bloodline. Ain't that right, Jimmy? I think Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, and the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu. No, they jumped. They came on the Titantron. Well, what happened there? They didn't get jumped.
Well, they came onto the Titantron. Basically, Solo Sikoa was, it's obviously a pre-tape. Him just saying, "I'm going to take the Uluafa, whatever it's called again, the Ufalafa, blah blah blah, whatever it is."
Yeah, the fala.
The Falafala, whatever it is. He's going to take that off. He's going to keep that, and Roman is not going to take it off him. Just basically talking a little shit. Hey, what up, RBV? And it was just basically just your typical promo. Yeah, I'll be eating dingo, all right. It's a lot of it too, believe it or not.
The dingo ate your baby.
Dingoes eat all sorts of shit, dude.
That's fucking racist, dude.
What do you say?
That's so racist, Billy Ray.
The dingo ate your baby?
Yeah, they don't eat babies. That's like eating the dogs. They eating the cat. Come on, stop.
I heard
That was
Seinfeld.
shit. That was straight bullshit. That wasn't true. But anyway,
They're eating the babies.
it was really a
The
murder.
dingoes.
Shit.
Anyway.
But anyway,
yes.
back to that. And then we see what's his name come out, the Scottish
Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre, that's it. I went blank there for a second.
Drew.
He comes out topless, basically, like he's some big mean Scot. They battle it out, in the end, actually, the Glasgow kiss that he gave Jay, man, that looked like they actually clashed heads there for a moment. Because it looked like it actually rocked McIntyre as well.
Sure. Well,
So I found
no. He sold the fact that Samoans have extra hard heads.
Okay, that's true.
Little
Coconut
things.
heads. No offense, but yeah, it's true. You're right.
Little things.
It's 100% true. But he sold it good, man, because it got me thinking. And so that was just about it. Yeet gets yeet, pretty much. He gets thrown out. And Drew's reigning supreme. The only thing with Drew, though, guys, and I'll ask you, Ray, first. Drew McIntyre. How many feuds is he gonna have, man? I mean, he's basically beefing with everybody.
I kind of like
the point.
I like all the storylines that they're weaving into it. Like they're really going above and beyond. I'm not saying it's going to be great, but they're trying, and it's evident that they're trying to just make it interesting and have beef with a lot of people, storylines, like sub storylines. Like it's dope. I really dig the animosity that Seth Rollins is showing to everyone, right? And then Drew McIntyre is showing it to everyone too. And they're like, you're siding with Roman Reigns, but they're not like in a feud with Roman Reigns, but they're taking shots at Roman, just setting up for the future. I think Triple H is doing a great job, and I've never been really a fan of Triple H up until very recently. I think he's doing fantastic, so it's
Me too.
it's good. Like it's not great, television, but it's better. You could sit down and watch it. I covered Raw for years and years and years, and it was atrocious.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was.
This is a lot better than what.
Well, think of the times comparing it to say between 2008 and 2013, even.
Right.
Even though in 13 we had a few good parts, but generally it was absolute crap. Like compared to today, I prefer today's shit way more than that time. Put it that way.
Yeah, so it's really interesting. I dig it. What's up?
It's not crap. And what I was looking forward to is this next match. I was really looking forward to this match, and I don't feel like I was disappointed when we had Chad Gable against the great Otis. I thought this was a fucking great match between these two boys. Billy Ray, you missed it.
Yeah, I missed it. But sounds great.
First time these two guys ever got in the ring again. Well, not like the first time they ever wrestled. This was they kind of strung out this whole. Yeah, they never fought before. This is the first time. Huh,
they're dropping the ball with Mini Kurt. I'm glad I'm glad that they're like at least he's involved. But
Jimmy, excuse me 1 second, right? I'll be right back.
All right, but
yeah, no worries.
I have a knock at the door. I'll be right back.
Go for it, man. Please continue.
Sounds like some suspect shit, Jimmy.
Yeah,
or he's gonna go do some crazy crap right now. I know God knows what he's gonna do. So I think they really dropped the ball with him or whatever. I really dig him. He's a hell of an athlete. He has a lot of charisma too. I think they could have given him a championship run. I think, especially with Gunther, when he was feuding with Gunther, I think he could have beaten Gunther for the IC belt. It would have been a lot better than Sami Zayn beating him for the IC belt, I think. But they haven't done much with him. Did he win this match? I'm assuming he won, right? He
did beat Otis or Otis, whatever you want to call him. But you know what? It was a pretty good match. Surprisingly, it was a great match.
Mm-hmm.
And but I think this is not going to end now. I think they're going to continue on with this because later on we do see like Rey Mysterio and Otis together, and he's sort of pumping him up, telling him, "You did great. Don't worry, you're going to get the win next time." And blah blah blah. The thing is, how can they not have Kurt Angle involved in this? I feel like we need Kurt Angle as the manager. Not that they need it for anyone, because obviously Gable can talk and he's actually a good talker.
Yeah.
But just to be in the background to motivate him, I think would do wonders. Heck, even their theme is off-key Kurt Angle theme if you pay attention
to it.
To it.
It actually is. I was noticing that actually this week. They took the Kurt Angle thing and they're playing the melody.
Yeah, it's like off-key
of the song. It's weird. It's weird, but I'll take it. Fuck it.
So yeah, we'll see. But it's just criminal if they don't bring Kurt Angle in this. But I
think they will. I think eventually they will.
I hope so.
I'd love to continue talking with you guys, but I have to go. I have
some fucking
shit. I have shit to do. It's the end of the
year.
What
shit do you have to do, Billy Ray Valentine?
I turned you guys on because I wanted something to listen to while I did the stuff that I did. But then you invited me on the show and I couldn't turn that down since I had a little bit of time.
Well, so put over and pontificate your stuff.
Ludwig Kaiser is the greatest thing in the WWE besides Dom right now. Okay, that guy is the greatest. I love him. They need to give him the IC strap right now. Right freaking now. Forget about Steiner. Right, give it to Ludwig Kaiser. That's all I really have to say. That's it. That's all I got to plug. Ludwig Kaiser.
Hold on. You're not gonna put over your boys at the WLR and the PW Hustle and that shit.
Well, the PW Hustle. We did a year-end show where there were the professor gave all his accolades for the year. You guys want to go watch that? It was very enlightening.
Very magnanimous.
He's very magnanimous. He's very, very scholarly, effervescent, the whole deal. And by the way, I just want to say that you butcher his intro every time you do it.
Who?
Every single time.
I don't.
Yeah, every single time.
There's no one way you can introduce.
It's atrocious. It's atrocious. And I apologize to the professor on your behalf the other day. So
you have to go, right? You said.
So yeah, you could go check that WLR. I'll be back on WLR. I think next week. And we're gonna start the countdown to the Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen. the greatest event on the WWE calendar.
Time out.
What's up?
Again, I'm going to reiterate, and I'll say this on air. You guys are coming to my house this week, this year.
Yo, Professor saying some nonsense, yo.
What do you say?
He loves his introductions.
All his introductions are great.
Did you hear what I said, Billy Ray Valentine?
Yeah, I heard you, man. I'm coming over.
Are you going to confirm right now?
Yeah, man.
I want Track. I want Professor. Aiden's going to be here. You can bring your kid.
I don't know about Prof. Prof is, he's over in Bombay, New Jersey.
That Schaffer's coming from fucking. He's coming all the way from, he's coming from Connecticut. He's probably going to crash here again.
That'd be dope. But yeah, man. That's it. So go check that over at the PW Hustle Network. PW Hustle, and A-Track is always doing reactions over there to some shit.
And before you leave, Professor, confirm you're coming over too, right? Look, music.
He's not
just quietly, boys.
I don't want him to come anyway. Like he could be truthful, he could be real about your shitty ass introductions, but he's not. He's afraid to say something. So please,
disgusting.
Professor, like grow a pair of balls, right?
Sure. Take an Uber.
Take an Uber that Ray won't pay for. It'll be about $120 from Bombay, New Jersey.
I'll buy the pizzas. How's that?
Right. So take an Uber. Do that.
Bro, he's right there. It's Jersey. I live in Brooklyn. It's like gonna be $10.
It's not
congestion pricing. 11.
All right. Love you guys. I'm gonna be listening. All right.
All right, brother. Take care,
Happy New
man.
Year to everybody. It was
Happy New Year, brother. And thank you for joining us, Billy, man.
Thank you for having me. We appreciate you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great Billy Ray Valentine. He's gone back into the infinite of fringes.
I love his shows, man, and he's killed it with his shows. His shows are huge out there on the interwebs.
Hold on, he's going through the vortex. Okay, he's gone. All right, Jim, let's do this Raw in 10 minutes now.
Oh yeah, and I just wanted to quickly say, I think it's A-Track Brown's birthday, as a matter of fact.
What?
Yeah, that's what I saw. So happy birthday, A-Track Brown. That's what I was trying to say even when Billy was still on. But
it's such a quiet neighborhood. Can you imagine this guy fucking yelling? Like it's all quiet in houses over here. I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, man.
Part of NYC.
So I like this match a lot, Jimmy. I thought this was a hell of a match between these two guys. And there was a lot of interference on both ends. I feel bad for Otis though, because if you think about it, right? So basically Otis finally had to tap out to the ankle lock. And I thought this match was worked extraordinarily well by Chad Gable and Otis, where they were focusing on his leg and so on and so forth. And then you had the interference. And obviously we know that Otis didn't lose. He lost the match, but it took everything they had. Now, the reason I feel bad for the character is because Otis is super over, but he has no backup. Like who does he have? The little Japanese guy. That's it. And the girl really, what does she really do? So I don't know. What did you think?
You know what I would have done actually initially before Bronson Reed joined the Bloodline, or if he's part of it and whatnot, and before his push. Me and Jeff Lippman actually used to say they should become a tag team. Him and Otis. Imagine them like a new natural disasters.
Who, Otis and Jeff Lippman?
Yeah, that would work. But Otis and Bronson Reed, I think as a badass sort of tag team, that would have worked at a time where they just would have eaten the competition, like literally. No. But that didn't happen. I don't know what you do with him now, but I felt like with this match, and I did explain, I already said my piece before when he went off just quickly, briefly. But I do think it was a loss that kind of got him over, if that makes sense. What they do with him, though, from now is the other question. I don't know if they're going to actually do something, that's going to actually matter with him. Mm-hmm. Even though it seems like they might be onto something, he should just turn on this group, dude.
Wow.
And just put him out to pasture, you know what I mean?
All right.
Imagine him as a big badass heel, bro.
They tried the heel thing with him though, and the people just love him too much.
That's true too.
It's really hard, Jimmy. I know what you mean. It's just hard, dude, because he's so fucking likable. It's so hard to turn somebody that beloved into a heel, man. I'm not against it, but
yeah, it's tough, man.
I changed the Raw logo, right? for our
You
background.
did?
Yeah, watch. Here we go.
I actually didn't notice.
Oh, no, I didn't do it yet. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, Netflix. I like it
Next,
raw. I like it.
I'll just keep it. I'll just keep that. I'll
No,
keep that up.
keep it. Yeah, that's a preview right there for next week.
I also had to change the intro just a little bit. So
Yeah, do that. Actually, as a matter of fact, if you can, if you don't want to, it doesn't matter. Maybe have the little Netflix logo too. Raw on Netflix like logo.
trust me, I did change it a little bit. But anyway,
I'm not gonna lie though. I'm looking forward to next week, big time, dude.
yeah, man, it's gonna be like a WrestleMania. All right, all right, let's run through this Raw really quickly, and then let's just talk about next week's card. Is that cool?
Yeah, okay, that's cool. That's
All right,
cool.
go ahead.
Well,
let's run through this quick.
there was a little Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan video package. You know, I'm not gonna really get into it other than the same old bickering. You know what I mean, between three of these women, and obviously, Mummy wants her revenge, and she will get it. Next, we see R-Truth making his entrance, and Pete Dunne blindsides him and beats him down, saying he's nobody's butch, and that's that. But then we see Damage Control in the back, just talking a bunch of stuff about the Women's Intercontinental Championship tournament. But that leads us to the next matchup, Ray, between Dakota Kai and Zoe Stark for your WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship tournament semifinals matchup. Honestly, dude, I didn't really care about this match so much. I wasn't even paying attention to it.
I did the vet.
Nevertheless, yeah, I know.
I watched that 5-speed.
Man. I mean, come on. I was watching it, but I was just looking at it. Put it that way. But Dakota Kai does win by pinfall via the detonator, and that's that. I don't know. Yeah, Liz is here. She was
Elizabeth. Yeah.
Happy New Year, Liz.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. But anyway,
Lab Rat. Hi, Lab Rat.
What are they testing for the final time in 2024, Lab Rat? I've got to know.
New Year's balls. I don't know.
New Year's balls straight to the face.
Dakota Kai wins this one.
Yeah.
And it's like I really couldn't care. I don't know. I'm just what's crazy about Zoe Stark? She is
What's that?
She's fucking good. Like she's good at wrestling.
In ring, she's fucking great, but everything else, she just sucks.
It's just something. It just doesn't. I don't want to say if it's her look. Like I don't know.
You know what we used to call her years ago on our podcast on the PWC? I don't know if you know this, but well, close enough. But we used to call her a meth head back in NXT, man. She used to look like a real meth head, bro. Let's be honest.
It's weird.
She had a lot of zits, and she looked like she was on meth.
I'm sorry. It's true.
I'm just saying. But I haven't said it in years.
But Dakota Kai, she wins the match. She wins the match, and she is the finalist for the Women's Intercontinental Championship gimmick.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, but we'll see. See what happens. I doubt she'll win it though. Listen,
we know who won. We'll talk about who won the next match, and then I'll tell you why, what the setup is. But go ahead. We got
it's obvious who's winning this, 100%. But yeah, we'll get to that. But
we got Damian Priest and the War Raiders versus the Judgment Day. Dominic, Finn, and McDonough. This was another match that you didn't like it. I like this match, but go ahead. Tell me why you hated it.
I've seen this too much already. I'm bored. Do you know what I mean? It's the same old crap, these guys over and over. And it's more for Dom and Damian Priest I feel most bad for, because they don't need to be stuck in this sort of hole right now, dude. And Finn even.
Sorry.
I mean, seriously.
I know.
Like they're just doing the same old shit. I'll be upset if I was Priest, especially.
Well, I kind of enjoyed the match, brother. I thought it was all over the place, but in a good way. Damian Priest and the War Raiders, they win. They hit the South of Heaven, and they hit it on Dominic Mysterio. Now there's something I want to point out during this match, and again, this is little things you have to pay attention to. But there was a spot where Finn Balor was tagged into the match, right? And as soon as Damian Priest came in, he didn't take any heat. He tagged Mysterio, and Mysterio ended up getting fucked up and taking the pin. So he kind of set up.
It's kind of weird though, the way that was even done though, man.
Well, he's doing it. He's doing it to fuck over fucking Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, I guess no, that's true, and it would make sense through the storyline as well. So it totally makes sense. But yeah, that's a good pickup, to be honest, Ray. That was actually very good. But
You'll see.
man, I just want this to sort of move forward ASAP. You know what I mean? And just get to the end of it. I want to see what Dom can do without Judgment Day, even, or if he's leading the Judgment Day. I think will be an interesting time to see what he does.
He's got to stick with Liv, though, man.
You think so?
I think so. I think him and Liv are the money man together. But we'll see.
What about if he moves to different chicks every time? Say he's just a full playboy.
Who's next?
The playboy Dominic Mysterio. Yeah. Oh God, hell no. Nah, that's no mamacita for Dominic. Come on, bro. Imagine that. Eek.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if it was one of the Japanese chicks, though.
What if he leaves Liv for what's her name? The big girl. The Latina. What's her name?
Lash Legend, you mean? Not Lash Legend.
The girl,
Lopez, you mean?
Yeah, Lopez. Yeah, whatever her name is.
Yeah, I know you're talking about from Legado del Fantasma. You're talking about.
No, she's in the Judgment Day with them.
Oh, it's Raquel. Hell no. Diesel. Yes. No.
Yes. She's China.
Yuck. No, China was 100 times better than her, man, in every way.
Elektra Lopez, my God. What happened to her?
Elektra Lopez, yeah. She's around on SmackDown.
I thought she got released. Okay.
No. She's still around. She's looking fine too, man. But that would be cool if you jumped with her.
J12, you're bugging. He says, if I was Dom, I would go with Valkyria. Who wouldn't?
Ooh,
definitely Valkyria.
Too.
She is.
But does she have the personality for that?
She's not Little Rose.
That would be funny, though.
Oh, God. Anyway. So, yeah, the Damian Priest and the War Raiders go over. Post-match, Balor and Priest attack. They attacked Damian Priest, but then Carlito. That's what happened.
It was just yeah.
We got Adam Pearce. What happened?
No, I was just saying it was just ridiculous, dude, for me.
Yeah, too much. Adam Pearce is backstage. He walked Solo Sikoa out of the building. He says he escorted Drew McIntyre out, and he tells Jey Uso, "You want to fight? Next week on Raw on Netflix, it's going to be Jey Uso Yeet versus Drew McIntyre." So, but we'll talk about that when we talk about the updated card that we have here for coming up at the end here. So we see. So what do we got? We got CM Punk next. He's in the locker room or whatever. It's clobbering time.
Yeah, he's just basically checking his watch in the locker room. But I presume that thing always says it's clobbering time, Ray, as you said. So, and what does Seth Rollins look like? He looked like he was wearing your grandma's wallpaper or some shit. What the fuck was he wearing?
I don't know, but we do get a Penta El Cero Miedo video gimmick that comes next week. I'm telling you, it's gonna be him and Rey Mysterio.
Oh my God! Don't. If they do that, man, they're killing him straight away, bro. If they do that, come on,
Ray Phoenix. I don't want Phoenix ain't there. He's got to do something for a year.
Jesus, why can't he be like he was in Lucha Underground? I get it. He's gonna sell merch. That's what WWE are looking at, man. They're looking at him. Oh, those masks. The kids are gonna eat them up. You know what I mean?
My mask.
But the mask. Where's my mask? I think Andrade needs his mask because he's just not working either. That's another story. But yeah, CM Punk, it's clobbering time, and that's that. And as you said, Ray, we get another El Zero Miedo promo. But anyway, we see Ludwig Kaiser next. He's in the ring, Ray, and he basically demands all of our gratitude for himself and talks himself up and calls Braun Breaker out. But instead of getting Braun Breaker, we get Sheamus, and they go right at it, dude. And that was cool. I actually don't mind this, man. I'm not gonna lie. Sheamus looked like he was going to town on him. Both of them were going pretty hard. I kind of like how these two just don't give a fuck, bro. They just go at it, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tom apparently thinks that Penta's going to team up with Rey Mysterio and then turn on him.
That's cool if that happens, pun intended.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Penta should be a loner, man. He shouldn't be until his brother comes in. His brother, right?
Zero fear, bro. Zero fear.
Yeah, fuck Rey Mysterio. What else we got here? Let's run through this quick. Luger Kaisers, and then they fight. You got the Latino World Order backstage. We talked about that. All right, so let's fast forward. You got the New Day who roll up on Rey Mysterio. So this is the situation where we believe that it's going to be Penta, you know, Rey Mysterio. It's funny. Rey Mysterio has been in business for like 50 years and he still can't cut a promo, but neither here nor there.
Yeah, he's always been a bad promo. But you know what? He's the new locker room leader, Rey Mysterio.
Goddamn right he is, pal.
He's Undertaker now.
That's right. He'll set you
I
straight.
don't know why they're pushing that narrative with him, but whatever. I get it. He's a legend.
Who the fuck knows? But I'll tell you what, we have a tag team match. Oh no, we have a women's Intercontinental Championship tournament semifinals with Io Sky and Lyra Valkyria. Now,
great match.
It was a fucking great match. Did you think that Lyra was going to win though? Which she did.
It was 50-50. I wasn't 100% certain that even Io was going to win because does she need to get that championship? These bouts shouldn't be for those women. It should be for your up-and-comers, like your Valkyrias, like your Chelsea Green. I know Chelsea Green's not an up-and-comer, but in terms of WWE, she very much is. Right. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that makes total sense. We don't need a Bailey or you know, a Io Sky. Any of the top women stars, they should stay the fuck away from those bouts. And if they do it properly and stick to that, it'll be great. There'll be 2 great championships.
Well, I think it's obvious that this belt was created 100%. for Lyra Valkyria.
100%.
You know, it's weird with her for me because I see a superstar, but then also I see that she hasn't established a connection with the audience, like the fans. They were very much behind Io Sky in this match, right?
Absolutely, they were, and that's another problem with the booking committee. And if Triple H booked this, he should have known ahead of time that this was the wrong type of booking to get, you know, Valkyria over, because the fans are always going to be on Io's side regardless. You know what I mean? If you wanted that babyface pop, you know, and, you know, sort of going for the underdog, that was the wrong match to actually do it in. And for whatever reason, that was the matchup anyway. It was the semifinals, but she does win, but it was a great match.
Yeah, she wins with like a, I guess you would call it like a European clutch or whatever it may be, but
it was, European clutch.
Her victory celebration was a little cringe, I guess, to me. Over the top. I get it. She's happy. She's excited.
Sorry,
I beat the great Io Sky, but she was just like crying. She like what's his name that won that international breakfast championship in AEW that was crying with the mask. What's this guy's name?
Commander.
He won the ROH TV title. He's fucking
Ultimate
crying.
Commander. I'm calling him from now on.
Fucking Mark. Yeah, bro. So she went crazy. We get a video package of the tribal combat next week. Seth Rollins makes his entrance, and we go off the air with the main event, which is talking. Jimmy, give me your breakdown, man. What did you think of this talking segment between?
I love this, man. It felt like a work shoot in many ways, actually, Ray, if you know what I mean, because Seth does get on the mic and hypes up his match against CM Punk next week, citing all the shit and Honor Fix and Ring of Honor and all that crap. You know, he says he'll be here the Monday after and the Monday after and the Monday after, fighting in this very ring, because that's what he does, Ray. But if things don't go CM Punk's way, he's going to cry and whine and maybe take another 10 years off. And as soon as he said that, enter CM Punk, he says he took his ball and went home, is the most industry bootlicker cliche line he's ever heard. Where did he get that line from? Did Stone Cold Steve Austin take his ball and go home? He wasn't seeing the man in these parts in some time. Did she take her ball and go home? Or is it just him? You want to say he turned his back and abandoned these people, but Seth just wants to cry because Punk abandoned him. He was sick and tired and left Rollins just stayed and ate it. They both made their choices and he has no regrets, none. He wants to talk about the last 10 months. How's Seth's next? How's his knee? How's his insides, basically? He also goes on to say he saw Bronson Reed hit 6 tsunamis. Where's his pride? He didn't get like any sort of revenge, but Punk broke Reed's ankle. You know, he said he's the self-professed best in the world, and Marta, you damn right. He came back to make money, and next week he's going to make a mint, making Seth the victim he wants to be, little brother. I was like, ooh. But then Rollins jumps in and says, cut the little brother crap. His wife left to raise a kid. He shouldn't have even brought that up. And Stone Cold said it was the worst mistake he ever made. Punk left and he wanted this place to die in the echoes of CM Punk chants. And then he got on his buddy's podcast, referring to obviously Colt Cabana, and tore the place down before taking a big chunk of change to go work with the competition. And how did that work for you? Does a little laugh. He stayed because that's how revolutions are made. You stay in the trenches of fight, and when he takes those 10 months off, it'll be because Seth makes him. And Punk says he was the first through the wall, and he got bloodied for it, paving the way for guys like Rollins. He loved the place he worked, but hated the guy in charge. But he loves Seth, and he left, and Rollins showed his true colors and stabbed Roman in the back, and now he dresses like an idiot. He left because he had to, and pulled those arrows out after a few years. And he came back because for 7 years they chanted his name. Next week he's coming with a fistful of those arrows, and he's jamming them right down Seth's corporate throat. And then Rollins says he's never said to his face, but Punk has become a cancer to that locker room and in his brain and in this business. Cancer does not cure itself, and you have to cut it out. So in 1 week, bring your fistful of arrows, and he'll bring his fistful of fire and his eyes of hate and rage, and he'll burn Punk to the ground. And that's the show.
Seth Rollins, what did you think of this segment?
This is great. I mean, it was good. I liked what both said because there's a lot of truth into what both were saying. That's why I said it was a work shoot type of promo.
Well, let's see what was Seth. What do you think?
I wonder what the star rating will be. I haven't heard that yet.
Has anyone hit 8 yet? Are we 9? Is he into the 10s yet? That moron. Nobody cares.
That moron. The way he talks, man.
Great fucking promo between the two guys. They hit on all their points. They got me very interested to see what's going to happen next week, Jimmy. And speaking of next week, why don't we just run down this quick little match card? This is the updated match card so far. There may be more, there may be less. Who knows? We got John Cena's retirement. I'm just going to run through the matches. And John Cena's retirement tour begins next week on Raw. We get Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre. We get CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. We get woman's last woman standing, Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley. And we get the tribal combat between Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. I'm surprised we don't get the finals of the Women's Intercontinental Championship gimmick. I thought that would be part of this. Who knows?
I guess not.
Maybe that'll be added. But out of all, this is a pay-per-view level fucking card right now.
Pay-per-view. I dare say this is the biggest Raw of all time, card-wise.
Might be.
Honestly.
With that being said, out of all these things that are happening next week, Jimmy, give me one that you're most intrigued by.
Man, there's more than one, but obviously the Seth Punk match I'm deeply looking forward to. Heck, I'm even looking forward to what's it called, Solo and Roman. That's going to be great as well. I'm looking forward to even the women's match between Liv and Rhea. I'm actually looking forward to Raw in general. I actually can't wait to see what happens next week. I hope they don't overhype it, but I think we're going to have a real special show, man.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Well, Jimmy, it's that time. I had to get ready for work. I know. I have the super extended version of this, so we'll just play out to this.
God.
Jimmy, 2024.
Yep.
My God. Again, I have to ask your forgiveness this morning. I literally just woke up. I got home super late from work, so my energy was a little low today. But we had Billy Ray Valentine, who joined us, which was really fucking cool. Jimmy, my question to you is, sir, what do you expect for WWE in 2025?
Nothing but up, actually, man. I'm hoping that these Netflix shows are all going to be mostly hits out the park. Obviously not every show, but I expect big things and big matches and just better stories. I want to see WWE actually go to the next level in 2025, and there's a good chance that they will. I'm actually, for many years, after many years, I look forward to some wrestling in 2025, man. I really do.
And we'll be here to break it down, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, spread the word. Next week, I'm hoping that we have a big crowd of people coming to listen to what we thought about Monday Night Raw. But it's not about just us, ladies and gentlemen. It's about what your opinions are. And again, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of opinions, head over to opinionhaver.tv/switch or whatever the hell it is. What is this? Where is he at?
Twitch.
Twitch, yeah.
Twitch.
Not Nintendo Switch.
Twitch channel. No.
But listen, all seriousness, guys, it's been one hell of a year. It's been a long fucking year. Oh my God, so long for me. And lost people. And a big shout out to the War Raiders. I forgot to mention how they wore the Jack Stain, what do you call it?
Yeah,
Sashes in memory of
RIP
Jack
to him
Stain.
too.
Yeah, man, former NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
Bro.
Very classy by the boys, and I appreciate that Triple H allowed them to do that. So that's pretty fucking cool. But Jimmy, this is it, man. I guess we're gonna see our friends and family next week, right? 2020,
Absolutely,
2025
man.
now where you are. It's not.
It is for me. It doesn't feel like it, but it is. But officially, we'll be in the new year, myself and of course you, Ray. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, it slows down a little bit for me. I know it's been a long year for you, but for me, it's just flown by. And RIP to all the the lost ones that we lost in 2024, because there was quite a few of them, unfortunately. But it's a new year, and hopefully we got some positivity in terms of 2025. But that's life, Ray, unfortunately.
New Year's is always very emotional for me because it's, like I say, it's another trip around the sun. But at the same time, it's time to, if you think you had a really fucking bad year, you made it. You made it through. We have another turn of the calendar. You know what I'm saying? And it's metaphorical, but also spiritual. I believe that, we all have the opportunity to kind of just, readjust and start moving forward for another. I have a feeling 2025 is going to be a good year, man. I really do. I wasn't too sure about the last 4 years, but this year I feel like something is different. Something's changing, whether it be spiritual or whether it be in this world. I think people are starting to wake up and things are starting to turn a little bit. So I'm just going to pray for you guys, man. And I just want you to know that, again, we really appreciate you. We love you here at HMG. We're the go home show for 2024 here, technically.
Shit, too. Damn.
This is it, man. We're the last show of 2024, and Jimmy's already in 2025 in the future. Please, guys and gals, if you go out, Jimmy said this last week, if you go out, if you want to have party, yes, party. Remember, an Uber or Lyft, even if it's super expensive, it's well worth it getting home safe, man. Please be careful out there. Don't drink and drive. Please do not drink and drive. Please do not smoke weed and drive. Please do not do coke and drive. Just, give yourself the opportunity to see 2025. I beg you guys, have fun. And for those that that are home and you feel like you don't have anybody, it's bullshit. You do have people. You have people here in the chat. You have us here, guys. And listen, sometimes it's okay to be by yourself. Like, a lot of people are staying home this year, and I think we've all grown to kind of this year. A lot of people have learned to love themselves and love their situations, and love the closest people who are around them. So I pray for you guys that feel like you're alone. You're not alone. And I just want you to know that it's going to be, I'm telling you, man, Jimmy, I really feel it's going to be a good fucking year. I don't know what it is.
I do too, man. So I'm looking forward to it, man. The only thing I don't like is it's another, digit to our age every year. But I'm just grateful to be breathing right now, man. And that's all that matters. Every day you wake up, it's always got to be grateful to the good old Lord, man. And
that's it, brother. That you said it, brother. Every day you open your eyes. Every morning I wake, I'm not trying to make this a religious thing, but every morning I wake up, the first thing I say is, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus, for this day.
Absolutely,
I do it. And wherever you believe in, if you believe in just yourself, thank yourself for being able to get through another day. Man, I'm so happy for you guys, for us here at HMG. I'm so happy for you guys out there. You've always been so supportive of us and everything we've done. And yeah, man, I'm looking forward to Netflix. This is kind of a big fucking deal, bro.
Me too, man. It's weird though, but I'm looking forward to it, man. I can't wait.
So look, I am going out and I'm going to get extremely drunk tonight with my wife and my family. But that's why there's not
burnt it, bro.
Oh God, I have. It's gonna be a long day at work too. But listen, don't forget, like I said, we're not going to be on tomorrow. Me and the vet, we're going to be on Thursday. I got to recover tomorrow, and there's a lot of shit to do. So I love you guys. God bless you. Jimmy, is there anything you want to say before we cut the fuck out?
Nah, man, I think this is the perfect way to end it. I'm not going to tell you where to find me and what I've got next. You guys already know. This is the best way to end it, man.
The words of the great Eddie Murphy. Merry New Year to all of
Happy
you.
New Year.
God bless you guys. We really love you. And even though I don't reply right away, if you need me, man, hit me up on social media. You know where to find me. Facebook Messenger, Twitter. I will eventually check it, even though I get back to everybody really late. I'm sorry. I love you all.
And you guys know how to find me. I mean, same thing with me. And people do hit me up, man. So I'm appreciative.
All right. I guess we're out. 2025, ladies and gentlemen. Raw next week on Netflix. Yeet. 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 We're out, Jimmy.
Yeet.